I've watched so many people in my time, but I've rarely come to witness such blatant selflessness. You could have just walked away, could have ignored the entire altercation, but you stuck your neck out for a complete stranger, landing you in this very ditch. This is why I find myself so interested in you. You tend to use the funniest of phrases. It was the right thing to do. Lucifer below. Oh, there is a bit of bite to you, isn't there? An ambulance won't do you any good, darling. Well, I'm not just standing over you to entertain my morbid sense of humor. I'm standing here because I'm curious on what you'll do, knowing that you're about to bite the proverbial bullet. But I suppose in your case it's literal. The taste and scent of you is like copper ambrosia. The only reason it hasn't left you entirely is because I haven't allowed it. Oh, I suppose you think I'm crazy, or a hallucination. It is a full moon, after all. The most interesting of instances happen on such nights. But I assure you, I'm quite real and very serious. If I take even a single step from you, the very protection I'm holding on your frail essence will drop, instantly sending you to the grave in which those thugs intended for you. A grim reaper. I'm not here to carry you away to the beyond. Well, at least not like that. As I said, I'm here to sate my curiosity. Well, I'm curious as to which choice you'll take. Oh, I have two options for you. Lie there and wait for help that's never going to come, or allow me to turn back the clock, in turn, saving your life. Again with such biting jokes. Calling me crazy does nothing to deter me. I've been crazy well beyond the Dark Age, and I believe only a sane mind would acknowledge their insanity. So yes, I'm crazy, but I'm all that you have in front of you. I'm the only one that even knows you're here, and I'm the only one that can save you. So, what's your choice? What do you possibly have to lose? I'm offering you life rather than a cold end in a morgue. Oh, even half dead, you sure are smart. What do I get for saving you? Well, it's quite simple. I get you. You'll be my companion, my confidant, consort, all the C's. To put it plainly, you'll be mine. Every atom of your being will belong to me. You're agreeing to this quite quickly. Perhaps I underestimated your intelligence. Oh, you'd make such a pact thinking this a dream? You truly are delirious, aren't you? Perhaps I did not stave enough of your blood loss. Ah, oh well. Our pact is sealed. Let's turn back time, shall we, darling? Enjoying the day? Oh, don't panic. You're back at your favorite cafe. Back at the very time you decided being a hero was on your agenda. Hmm? Oh, who am I? I suppose it was rude of me not to introduce myself when, well, there were other pressing matters, like making sure you didn't die. But I digress. I'm Viaramak, envoy and speaker on behalf of the Dark Princes that rule our 9 rings. But you can just call me V. Why are we here? Oh my darling, did you forget our deal? I save your life by turning back the clock, and in return you become my consort. Oh, I'm afraid this is quite real, and you're about to witness some deja vu in 5, 4, 3, 2, and... Oh, no, no, no. Why would you go jumping into this again? You already took the place of their hostage once before and nearly died. Is the life I returned to you worth so little? Oh, you truly are sweeter than Belphegor's cookies. If it will keep you from throwing your life away so unnecessarily, allow me to handle this. Hush, and just watch. Oh no, such ferocious creatures you are. Whatever shall a helpless woman like myself do? Oh, that burns. Let me return the favor. There, it's all handled, though I apologize that I damaged such a lovely cafe. Luckily, it was only the patio. This should be enough gold to suffice, so let's go. Well, here we are. My home. Well, I suppose it's your home as well now. Please, make yourself comfortable. What are you looking for? Oh, I suppose the wound hasn't closed just yet. Hardly anything to even think about. After using so much magic to spare your life, it might just take a few hours for this to properly close. It doesn't even tickle. Oh, you love to fuss over everyone, don't you? I'm an otherworldly being. I bound you to me without your full understanding, and yet here you are, worried over something no bigger than a nickel in my flesh. If you wish to help me, your mundane ways are quite useless. Stop your fussing and come here. Do you truly want to help me? Then replenish me. Give me energy. How? Well, it's simple, really. Oh, look at you, all sheepish and shy now. What happened to all that fuss and cordial bluster from earlier? There it is. Though you're so much quieter now. Did my lips burn you? No? Well, that's good. I would hate to ruin such a fine pair of lips when I've not even the strength to heal them, much less myself. Of course, the wound hasn't healed yet. It would take more than a small peck like that to fill even a pinky's worth of my power. Sit on my lap. Do you think resisting is in your best interest? Then sit and face me. Good. There. See? All better. What are you asking? Why? Well, I'm doing this now because it's what I desire to do. Oh, don't back away from me. When you struggle, it makes me want to be mean. And I would hate to do something you'd find distasteful. Unless that's what you want. That's it, isn't it? Oh, you don't have to say it. I can tell you like it. The flush on your cheeks, your hot and heavy breathing. What if I grab you here? Oh, your entire body just jolted. Having someone else take the reins must be such a relief on your weary shoulders, my darling human. I've seen you go day to day, persevering, surviving the trials of that ridiculous society of yours. Work, eat, sleep, that's what every human does to get through life's trials. But if you throw in the odd act of heroism and chivalrous kindness, you appear a rare, golden fruit amongst a rotten batch of filth. Oh, by his dark name, I have such a want for you, my little oddball. Be honest. You like this. Or don't. It doesn't bother me either way. Oh, there's that bite. I hardly thought you'd let me get this far. Look, I took no such advantage over you. It was you that thought I was some apparition of your mind. You agreed to the bargain. The fact that your breathing is a gift not given to most by someone of my station. Usually we're charged with the chaos of the natural order. Let rotten decay be our bedfellows. But out of the goodness of my own blackened heart, I took pity on you. I gave you life. Oh, a prisoner? No, you're no prisoner. Of course you can leave. You can have whatever life you deem worthy of you, my little oddball. Fame, fortune, I could help you achieve them. And what is it that you want? Your apartment. That cesspool that's about to be condemned in 3 weeks? Oh, so it's the little furball that you're after. There. Now be good and relax. I've neglected my job as envoy for too long and have things to catch up on. I'll return soon, darling. Well, well. Have a good day at work, did we? You look so shocked to see me. Oh, were you hoping that it was all a nightmare? That's sweet. Where are you going? Shopping. What could you possibly need that I could not provide? I suppose you're correct in assuming such things. All that I provide comes at a cost. But I already have you. And I love to dote on my pets. Don't look so sour. You're hardly being mistreated. A few pet names and some lip service is hardly something to get so wound up on. Speaking of lip service... Ooh, feisty. If you push me any harder, I'll just have to hold on to you. But back to my question. What do you need to go shopping for? Ah, cat food. You know, that little beastie's already made a plaything of my lounge chairs. Oh, don't worry, I didn't leave him alone. I left him with my imps. And before you say it, no, they won't eat him. I've ordered them not to commit any harm to the little creature. Besides, I think they rather like your pet's outbursts of chaos. Reminds them of their offspring. You don't have to repay me for my furniture. It's not as though it was seeing much use anyways. Besides, that little thing couldn't do enough damage to truly worry over. Though, if you do want to repay me, you could just... You could... Oh, you're being shy today. You were very pliant before. Your lips were so sweet and tender. You even had this glint of desperation in your eye. Oh, if not that, then what was that look on your face? Worry? Oh, you were just helping me heal. Oh, little oddball, you certainly are something else. Denying your desires could be considered a sin, you know. There you go with such sweet words. By his dark name, calling me crazy seems to be your way of holding on to your denial. This is the store? No, I'd rather not smell like plastic and kibble when we go home. Find everything you need? What's with that face? The store owner was robbed. So you gave them a check, a donation, as you say. I have to ask, are they a friend to you? Then why would you do such a ridiculous thing? They were foolish enough not to report it to the authorities. If they truly wanted assistance, then they'd be looking for the thugs rather than pining for piteous handouts from those unrelated. It has nothing to do with... Mm-mm-mm. Forget Belphegor's cookies. You're sweeter than their homemade pie. Fine. Just stay here and... What? Afraid I might light them on fire? I'm just going to talk to them. Look, stay put, darling. Unless you want me to be a little nasty and force you to stay. Good. Now, just wait here. You, human, are you the store owner? I heard from a little oddball that you've been robbed and are looking for a bit of charity. Up. Hush. Is it true or not? Look me in the eye. Is it the truth? Good. Now, this oddball came in giving you a hefty donation, not but a mere minute before I entered. I want the check, and in return, I'll give you 3 times its worth. Come now, I don't have all day. Good. Here you are. Enough gold for an entirely new inventory, and for the love of all 9 Dark Lords, get some cameras and a blasted security system installed. You'd think having a business in a place as wretched as this would be more than enough reason to invest in such things. How much for this? Outrageous! For a bell and feather tied to a stick? I may as well pluck a harpy for all she's worth. It'd be less trouble than this bloated agony on one's wallet. You know what? I'll just take it. Consider it payment for my generosity. What? You look nearly as smug as that little beast you insist on caring for. I didn't do it for you. I did it because it'd be troublesome if you needed to find another store to shop for that wretched little creature's food. By the way, here. Use this to entertain that little beastie so he'll leave my furniture in peace. Now, let's go, before something else makes your heroic tendencies go bounding out of control. How about some dinner? You want to feed the cat first? Fine. I suppose it will keep the beast from pawing at our plates. All right. He's fed and playing well enough alone. How long do you intend to entertain the little thing? Shouldn't you be concerned about getting yourself something to eat? Oh, trying to ignore me, are you? That's fun. Can you ignore me now? Oh. Your eyes are as wide as saucers. Have I surprised you? That flush on your cheeks is quite adorable. But those lips look so enticing. If you're not planning to have dinner with me, then I'll have to satiate my appetite another way. You always push, but I can feel your fingers catch in my clothes. Like you want to pull me in. Why do you fight it? Why fight me? What don't you understand? Why I chose to make a deal with you? Let's put it plainly. I'm a powerful servant of the hells. Deals are of great import to beings such as myself. Yes, you're not wrong. I do have magic, but handling deals and taking on souls makes that magic, my power, that much stronger. What? I said no such thing. Of course you'd remember that part. Yes, I had been watching you. I do that with most people I find a peculiar interest in. Are there others like you? No, 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 no. No one is like you, darling. But I suppose that's not the answer you wanted to hear. Ask me another time, and perhaps I'll give you a straight answer. But for now, I'll see you at dinner. Enjoy playing with your pet, my little oddball. Enjoyed your life while it lasts. Your home's reign is past. Now come on down below. A dark prince you are now bestowed. Serve them well, darling girl. Oh, there you are. What's that in your hands? That box. For the cat, huh? Obviously a lie. But I like when you try to play games. Shall I try and guess what's inside? What? Oh, do you think you're going to distract me by asking me that? Is it a ring? Is it a gift for my naughty behavior? Oh, by Lucifer, you shouldn't have. Fine. Have it your way. I'll answer your question since you seem so adamant. I was working. No, I'm sorry, but I'm no songsmith. I told you I'm an envoy. I'm sending missives to the other rings, duplicating them for transparency and, of course, if need be, blackmail. We don't exchange paper here. Burns too quickly and far too easy to manipulate. A song, however, words recorded on the wind of the unyielding river, are permanent and binding. No one, not even our dearest Lord Lucifer, could reshape such things. You like my singing? Huh. Well, of course I'm surprised. You've been here a week and haven't said a thing about our cohabitation. This is the first thing you've actually said you like about your new home. My voice is part of this home. Its very foundations were built by my words alone. So when you compliment my voice, you compliment all that I am and all that I own. You look as though you have something to say. Does it pertain to our previous conversation? Well, don't be coy. Speak up. What do I need from you? Darling, I've said it before. I already have it. I have all of you. That is what I need. My oddball, you're spouting such thrilling ideas, but alas, no, I do not intend to eat you. At least, not into a gory mess. I prefer to make you writhe. Oh, your eyes went so wide. Is it shocking to hear me speak my truth? I told you. All I want is you. It's been a while since I've heard you say something so odd. Do I care about your safety? Why should it matter? We've a bargain, don't we? There is that question again. Are there others like you? No. I have no other contracts to speak of other than your own. Why so much interest in whether I have other souls on retainer? Are you thinking of trying to get something out of them? Or are you still trying to distract me from that box? What was that? Tears to my eyes. You think I brought you here to make a friend? It's hysterical. You thought I made this deal, waited for the very moment you were near death to strike a pact, because you thought I was lonely. Oh, by Lucifer's short hair, you have more humor than I thought. I've thousands of souls, thousands of those who would give their blood and eternal light for me. Why in the 9 rings would you think I'm lonely? Would I give my life for any of them? What sort of question is that? Your sweetness is entertaining in its own right, but now you sound slightly delirious. Hold on. Did I permit you to leave? No. I'll answer your question. No. I'd give not a limb, nor a speck of my blackened blood for a single one of those thousands beneath me. What? The cafe? What about it? You're speaking about the gunshot. The wound I took to prevent you from being a naive hero once again. I spent so much of my power to undo what had already happened. Turning back time isn't exactly an easy task, you realize. The nightmarish lengths of missives I had to send to all the lords in explanation of my actions. I even had to send word to the heavens so that my actions wouldn't be perceived a threat. And what about you? Of course, all 9 rings know I brought a human into my fold. Even heaven knows. and they can do nothing about it because the bond is definitive. So many hoops and hurdles I made to make sure that no one knew that I made this deal to save you. Why are you giving me that look? Why are you smiling now? Oh, I see. You cheeky thing. You're a clever one, spearing at my pride and pressing me into a corner. Oh, I nearly said... Don't turn away from me. Your cleverness must be rewarded. What? Oh, you want me to say it then? To admit what I'd done. What do I get in return for admitting such a soft spot to my pride? Ah, so now the box comes into play. I knew it wasn't anything for that little beastie. But I hardly suspected you'd be using it to pressure such sweet nothings from me. What is this? I can see that it is a golden chain, but why? Why this? You've done your reading, it seems. Yes, here in the Hells, gold is our choice of currency, other than souls, of course. But since you know I own yours already, you thought to give me this, to entice me, to tease out what you want to hear. You want to thank me, but only if I admit... Oh, you're really brazen today, aren't you? Fine. If it will get me the gold. I made the bargain because I can't be bothered with tedious connections, because you were an interesting anomaly and fun to watch struggle, and I wanted to be the reason you squirm. Well, I'm glad to disappoint. It's only in my nature. As much as I'd love to continue this tete-a-tete, I've still a lot of work to do. I'll see you another time. What are you doing out here? Looking for me? But why are you on the river bridge? You know that living creatures cannot cross. What? Who told you to go this way? An imp? One of mine? No. Oh, a messenger. Why did you listen to them? Ugh. I'll deal with that after you're on solid ground. Come on. There. Now, show me your foot. Your foot. It fell into the water. A splinter getting through your shoe is the least of your concerns. Now, take that shoe off and show me your foot. Or shall I make you? Good. Shh. It's not dead. You're actually quite lucky it's not that bad at all. Had the river held you for even a second longer, and you'd be saying goodbye to your foot entirely. Oh, don't look so disturbed. I'd never allow you to lose a limb, much less an ounce of blood. Well, of course. You're mine. You cannot be harmed in any way without my explicit permission. And in certain instances where you find yourself walking over a literal river of souls, I'd of course sense the danger and whisk you away from immediate harm. Yes, I can sense where you are at all times, which is why I was so confused as to why you'd be wandering over here. What could have possessed you to make this trek? What could have convinced you? Do you realize just how far you are from my manor? I'm more angry with the imp that brought you here. So, just tell me why you were looking for me before I'm overtaken by my innate bloodlust and go hunting for this imp. You received an invitation from Belphegor. Are you sure it wasn't addressed to me? It is about time for their annual banquet and... Afternoon tea. Since when does Belphegor drink tea? No, out of the question. Of course, it reflects poorly if an invitation from one of the princes is denied or rejected. But... wait a moment, what are you trying to get at here? Oh, someone from my house shouldn't reflect poorly on me without reason. All by night and Ash using my reasoning against me. You truly are such a nasty little oddball. I thought you'd want little to do with this place outside the manor's walls. What? No, I believe I heard you, but could you repeat that? This is your world too now. Oh, by the 9. What do you do to me when you speak so sweetly? I think you're exploiting my weakness for your caring nature. Oh, yes. Exploiting me with hidden and devious intentions behind those warm doe eyes. You'll not get away with it, you know. Which is why I plan to hide you away, lock you up, keep you all to myself, so no other being of these dark lands can see that golden light in your heart. You think me incapable of imprisoning you? Oh, you think too good of me, my little oddball. I'd chain you to my bed, bite you every time you even formed a thought of leaving. I've been generous, forgiving where you spend your time and how I use your body. But if you keep talking, much less thinking about Belphegor, I swear my patience will die, and you'll see what it truly means to belong to Viara Mach. Look at the flush over your cheeks. You almost look as though you crave such terrible treatment. I thought you'd deny it, but you're being so quiet. Shall I take you to my chambers now? Shall I take you now? Oh, you resist so hard. Makes me wonder just how much it is that you truly desire me. No, this invitation alone makes me question their intentions. Besides, if you were to go, then I'd be going as well, and Belphegor hates uninvited guests. Fine, but I need you to be prepared. Belphegor's parties, even the small inane ones, tend to be, well, sticky. I'll send a missive then, explaining our intentions to visit and make sure to inform them that I will be in attendance as you are bound to me. Stop grinning. You win nothing by going, trust me. In fact, that threat I gave, keeping you locked in my room, that still stands if you do anything to jeopardize our bond in their domain. So, I want your guard up, and you're not to leave my side even for a moment, do you understand? A nod isn't going to cut it. You agree and acknowledge that if you don't hold your end of things, I will be punishing you, no matter your mewling. Good. Now, give a kiss to seal it. Good. Now come along. I'll take you back to the manor. That little beastie of yours has been hissing up a fit since you disappeared. Wake up. Wake up. There you are. Did you have a good time? Oh, those? What did you expect after the day you had? Oh, don't be coy. Would you like me to remind you of what you did? You see this? That mark on your shoulder. Oh. By the look on your face, I can tell you certainly wish it were a bruise. Bumping around and dancing would have been the perfect reason for it, but I think you know that that's not what this is. I warned you. Keep your guard up and stay by me at all times. But you got swept away, didn't you? Left my side for mere minutes and found yourself in trouble. I can't say I blame you. You probably gave it your best. But you were in the den of sloth. Your apathy probably got very intense. And, oh, of course, Beelzebub prepared all those appetizers. Then there was the wine from Asmodeus. Mixing apathy, greed, and lust all together. I can still smell the lust berries clinging to your breath. All the others could smell it too, which is why you're exactly where you are now. You know, when we started this, I told you that you would be mine, and I meant it. You were to wear no other marks than those I permit, and you lost yourself, letting some slobbering, drunken low rank breathe their stale breath over you and taste what's mine. Oh, do my lips burn? Are they making your skin feel uncomfortable? Good. What? What a silly thought. Why should I be angry? I am getting what I want. This is exactly what I knew might happen. I tried to stop you, pull you away while you still had some of your mind left. Oh, but you brushed me off. Brushed me off and now deserve the promised punishment more so than if you'd been taken by surprise. I almost got the feeling that I was right before. You wanted this to happen. Struggling already. I'm disappointed. I suppose it's time for me to bite. What a perfect ear. Damned idiot. Letting someone else touch you. I mean, look at that mark. I'll bite it off if I have to. Fighting back, are we? Monster? Me? Well, I suppose that's a greater compliment than being called crazy. But trust me when I say, I could be 1,000 times worse. At this moment, I'm being more gentle than most my kind would be. I've been more than generous with you. Oh, so many tears. Does it hurt? Don't cry, my little oddball. I know. I'm terrible. I'll give you one gift, my little oddball. A word. This one word will make everything stop. And I mean everything. Do you want to know the word? Do you want the word that will rip you from this bed and from our pact? Satis. So now you know. You know the word that could stop me. You have the power to stop me. I'll set you loose. Walk away. Whatever you would ask. You only have to say the word. So will you? Will you save yourself from hell before it consumes you completely? Why not? You're a fool. Morning, oddball. Oh, don't get up so quickly. I fed the little beastie already, so no need to rush. He's taking a nap in the main room. But you... Did I hurt you? Not badly. Well, that's good. Where are we? You're in your new apartment, silly. No need to thank me, of course. I've taken care of everything. Look out that window. Does that look like hell to you? I mean, it's still quite a cesspool up here, but I did my best. What? Can't I give my best pet a parting gift? Oh, you heard right. This is a little goodbye present, oddball. Your contract has ended. Oh, what's that face? You look so surprised. I know you didn't say the word, but what is a demon but their chaotic process? Why end the pact? I got something more valuable than your soul. So the contract for your life has been fairly exchanged. Oh. If sleeping with you was all I wanted, I would have done that on day one. What did I get? Oh, well, that's only for me to know. Oh, then I suppose you'll just have to live with never knowing what I've taken away from this. Anyways, congratulations on surviving hell. Not many mortals could boast such a feat. Oh, you'd think this is a joke. Do I need to shout it out as I would to the unyielding river for this to take hold in your little brain? Oh, why the tears, oddball? Aren't you elated to finally be rid of me? Were you finally getting used to me? Oh, that's sweet. I admit, You and the beastie will certainly pop into my mind when I look at my ruined furniture. But it's about time I move on to other prospects. And though I thought you'd be a minimal distraction, you proved to be more than I anticipated. So I have plenty of work to catch up in. What do you mean you didn't want to leave? Oh, had you become attached? I do have quite the appeal at times, don't I? Is that it? Are you thinking of me indecently? Oh, don't hide your face. Let me see those tears. I'm holding you by the chin, and you've yet to shove me away. You must really be confused by all this. Do you want one more parting gift? Oh, clinging to me, are we? Aren't you supposed to be pushing me away? Why not for old time's sake? Looks like I'll have to be a bit cruel and push you away myself. Goodbye, oddball.
I know you. Yeah, you're the one with the pyromaniac. She lit up one of my boys. She around? Hey, if you give up the freak, I'll let you go. Think you're tough, don't you? Fine. Get them in the car. We'll just find the freak in their phone. Maybe draw him out by taking pics of the little friend as drowned rat.
Well, look at this. A lovely little party we have here.
Shoot the freak! Get off! Crazy!
You put your hands on what's mine. We should go. I'm fine. Oddball. Would you stop your fussing and stand still? Well, oddball, looks like you were able to go an entire week without me before finding yourself in trouble. Again. Some bruises, but otherwise you're fine. To think they had the audacity to try and shoot me again after it didn't work the first time. Mortals truly have a tough time developing tactics, don't they? Don't put your hand there. It stings worse than Leviathan's envy. Just give me a minute. I'll handle... Well, night and ash. You know what? Seems I'm a little tapped out. Got any bandages? To think I'd be needing you to fuss over me after all. A dream come true, I'm sure, for you. What? Oh, you noticed my new look. Well, can't say it wouldn't be hard. Without my horns, I'm half a foot shorter. It's so sad. How did it happen? Well, let's just say that my bosses were displeased I'd misplaced a valuable item. Oh, a bit narcissistic to think that this had anything to do with you. And what makes you believe it is about you in the first place? Because I'm not acting like myself? Whatever could you... Wait, oddball. Not to sound ungrateful that you jumped me so eagerly, but I have to ask, why did you kiss me all of a sudden? My wounds? Oh, yes, normally I would have replenished my magic with... Right. So that's what you meant. You could drive one to madness, you know. In the best way possible, of course. You were on me so fast I had no time to react. There, a little magic and some bandages. Stop the bleeding in no time. Do you really intend to keep asking about it? I told you that I messed up, and I have to pay a price, which is why my horns are broken, and my magic has been severely reduced. Oh, don't look so upset, oddball. It's not as though I lost everything. I've still got my manor, albeit with way less servants and walls. Satan was as he is, and tore down a good chunk of my property. But most of it still stands, so I count myself lucky. Who took my horns? Well, of course my Lord Lucifer had that honor. His pride could not suffer my mistake. Can I try to make things right? Oh, oddball. These are the princes of hell. They don't forgive mistakes. So trying to fix it would earn me nothing. In fact, it would further their ire. Not that my actions right now wouldn't result in the same. Well, I was technically disavowed of my privileges to enter the earthly realm, so being here has put me in the unfortunate position of execution upon my return to hell. Oh, don't look so surprised. It's not like I could actually die. Not to say it wouldn't hurt, but... What are you doing, oddball? What do you mean I shouldn't go back? I'm Hell's envoy, It's messenger. I can't just disappear. Oh, so precious. You would stand between me and the very lords of hell. Night and ash, in every way I was right to name you oddball. I could tell you what I did, or I could just ignore your inquiries until you give up. Then again, you're stubborn enough to follow through with this question for days. All right. As you know, I cannot give things for free. What would you offer in exchange for the truth? Your soul. Don't offer it so lightly. You've already gained your freedom once. It won't come so easily a second time. What if I said I didn't want your soul? What would you offer me then? Gold? Trinkets? That stupid little beast pawing at your bedroom door? I'm sorry. Should you even have an issue with your soul remaining your own? Or am I missing the part in which you want to be condemned? Why are you so curious about my refusal? I don't want your soul. Offer something else. I got what I needed from you, remember? I'm not afraid to double dip on a contractee, darling. And if you'd offer yourself over something like this, then that's your prerogative, but I don't want it. Idiot, it's because... You want the truth? Fine. Give me your necklace. There. Was that so hard? You'd think you'd never dealt with me before. Oh, you want me to back away? Am I crushing you against the wall? Pinning you with my entire body? But don't you want to hear my story? Good. The lords of hell convened to tell me that I had offered you your freedom for nothing in return, which isn't true. I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but I did in fact receive something. However, the 9 rings rang false and out of favor with my reasons for releasing you, and I was punished. Made a pariah, in which I could not redeem my status. Oh, why didn't I just bring you back? Oddball. The contract was finished. I'd gotten something valuable from you. Why would I bring you back to hell just to appease my lords? Not that it would even appease them. Because you never wanted to leave in the first place. This again. Look. I would rather be spat upon. I'd rather be executed 1,000-fold than have you back there. Do I hate you? Oh, dark lords below. Would I have broken the very edict placed upon me as a punishment to see you, to save you? If I held any contempt for you, why would I be here? I don't hate you, but I don't want you there. Why? Because I... The words can't find my lips. My reason is slipping away. Your sweetness has infected my core, and I can't shake it. Do you not understand what I'm trying to say? Yes, there it is. The look that tells me you're starting to understand. I've said the word with little meaning, but now I feel it, and it's hard to get it out, even flippantly. Like cement fills my throat when it tries to bubble free. The closest I can come is telling you that I desire you. I want you. All of you, not just a piece. Not just your soul, not your body. I want you. I want to see that smile, the one you hold when you're playing with that beastie and its claws are deep in a toy, or the soft eyes you have when you think I can't see you, listening to me sing. I want these hands, these lips. I want every bit of you to suffer the same change. I want you to feel what I feel. So I won't take you back. I'll suffer my fate, just to keep this feeling for myself. Just to keep what you've given me. I'll greedily hoard this feeling, and in doing so, even without you beside me, you can't be taken from me. I cannot stay long. They likely know I'm gone. They'll know I've seen you. Oh, don't pout. I can still watch you. Can still keep you from harm as best I can. Surprised I can still feel when you're in danger? Don't be. I never relinquished that hold. I couldn't bring myself to. Oh, I've never heard you beg. It's quite difficult to resist. And your tears, they're just as beautiful as they are heart-wrenching. Say it again. Again. You've done it now. I can't leave. I suppose I should make myself at home, and I'll start with you.
Well, isn't this sweet? Grocery shopping for the master that tossed you aside? Don't you recognize your old home? Not much left of it now, I suppose. But that is V. Yaramuch's own doing. She risked so much. Prematurely ending a contract, disobeying direct orders, All because of you. What exactly has her so captivated by you? You've no particularly strong features. You're perhaps a pleasant enough sight, but nothing. Not a single thing about you seems to pull at me. An obvious lie on her part. Oh, you thought you'd be safe back home? You realize sin infected your home the moment you allowed V to stay at your side? And all sin is within my reach. Why did I not drag that ungrateful brat here? She'll come in her own time. She'd not leave you in my presence alone for too long. What do I want with you? I want a deal. Don't you think it a shame that V. Yaramuch's life was completely undone just because of her misguided curiosity? She could be unburdened by her mistake. She could come home without the threat of death, if you'd make a deal with me. I'd heard you were a smart one. What do I want in return? I want the suffering that comes from loss. I want V. Yaramuch's memories of you. Oh, you truly are a smart little thing. Yes. She'll forget you, but you'll live on. Forever with your memories. And hers. Always feeling the emptiness of her absence. Seems a small price for a demon to be returned to her rightful place. To have your lover returned home safely?
Oddball.
Look at her. Drained of all her power. Barely able to stand. She's here for you. But how many times can she make the sacrifice? How long until she's unable to move at all?
Respectfully, Lord Lucifer. Shove it. You want someone to suffer for my actions? Well, here I am. Execution upon return, correct?
It hardly seems fun to just torture you for eternity.
Then we'll make a deal. You take my immortal soul. In exchange, let them go home. No one ever hurts them, hunts them. No one comes looking for them. That's the deal. Don't be upset, Oddball. One way or another, this is what he intended.
She's not wrong, mortal. It's just such a surprise at how quickly you offered it. Now, let's shake on it.
Done. Oh, you'll hurt your fists if you keep wailing on me like that. Shh. No need for those tears. Things are being set right, I suppose. A golden light gracing the presence of hell. It was a fantasy. A nice one. But it comes to an end now.
What is this? What is this?
Oh, what was that? Did you get nothing? You should have checked the details of your contract before agreeing to it. Now we're in the same boat, my lord. Except I get it all in the end. Be angry, my little prince. Oh, it looks so good on you. By the way, Lucy, before I leave, just remember, it's Viaramak. Well, that was quite the trip. Whoa, such a fierce hug. Were you that impressed? How did I defeat the contract? Well, should I really give away such a tale for free? You're so desperate to hear my heroic venture? All right. One more kiss, and the truth is yours. The truth. When I felt you get pulled into hell, I wasted no time. I asked them for my magic, for the strength to protect what's mine. In exchange, I gave them my immortality. Who? Well, heaven, of course. You're not wrong. It was difficult to get them to work with me. My missives weren't reaching them fast enough, so I used all the strength you'd given me to get there. I was nearly speared by Michael the moment I appeared at their gates, but luckily Aziraphale was there to keep his leash taut. I explained myself to them. Michael didn't believe me, of course, but I was more focused on Aziraphale. He can see everything. Truths, lies, and he knew I wasn't lying about this. They gave me magic and allowed me to go. My immortality gone. And of course, you know the rest. Lucifer was too far in his pride. He couldn't think that I'd ever outsmart him. He was so sure he'd have me suffering under his thumb for eternity, so much so that he wasn't seeing things clearly. When he struck the deal, his end of the bargain went through, as did mine, of course, because he made the mistake of thinking that just because I'm a demon, I still had my immortality. But since I was no longer immortal, the contract fizzled. However, if he tried for you again, it might not be easy to fool him. But I'm a clever little demon. I'll find ways of keeping you well out of the clutches of hell. Now, I've said my piece. Can we get off the floor? I'm in a bit of an uncomfortable position. All right. I think we can figure a way to make ourselves comfortable.